We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
25-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check 43. No.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Switch. He's coming. Double up.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. A quick pass to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Edmonds, the ball carrier.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check nickel. Sure.
Here's Murray from midfield. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually, man, that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
It brings up 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Buda Baker.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Goff. Going up top for Kupp. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 26, check 26.
Murray going to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out across midfield down to the 45. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Murray off play action. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing again, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 36. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Cardinals 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. A carry here for the big tight end. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
21.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
More yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down now, Edmonds. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, switch gears. He's crossing. He's checking credit.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
At the 7-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with it. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
42-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Murray being chased out left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Going right back to Akers. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Akers. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try the air now with Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Gain of 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Kirk now, the return man. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ready? 50, 9, 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun, Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now the rookie out of Miami. This is DJ Dallas. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Watch time, watch time.
Shotgun now from Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go, defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
You can't block me.
He may try and run for this. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 37-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And he'll get this to his running back, DJ Dallas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, Murray. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And, it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center filders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
After the interception, here's Gone. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
The Rams ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
At the 47-yard line.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Rams.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Goff. Right side complete, that's Woods. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A.
Los Angeles.
On 1st down, Akers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Buda Baker.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
David Njoku.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
24 is the mic. Here we go. Check 99. Check 99. Big Ed.
To throw again, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, this short pass into the hands of Njoku. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the
Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard
5
line.
yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The Rams on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Cox on the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
15-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Christian Kirk.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Motion, watch 10. Let's go, D. 24 is the mic. I got one. Slam. Undercrush.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.